Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. I just wanted to, thank God for allowing me to wake up and do this over again today. I feel very blessed that I'm able to be here. I want to encourage everyone, to go within and to find some hope wherever it is. And don't never give up. Never give up. Don't give up. You mustn't. You mustn't give up. As bleak and complicated and difficult as it can be, and it may be, and I know in some parts of the world it's downright horrifying. And I ask God protection, a hand of protection around you. And I'm so sorrowful that all of this madness is going on and that you're suffering the way you are. And I just am so sorry for that. But we're going to eventually get to the bottom of all of this. We're going to get to the bottom of all of this. And just hang on whatever you can do. Some of us are out here standing up for you in our small way. And you're not forgotten. If you happen to run across this video, you're not forgotten. I want you to know one thing, that this particular channel embraces all cultures, everybody. I'm currently reading from the Old Testament. I'm reading the Torah, the first few books of the Bible, the Torah, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Quran. And I'm going to be purchasing a Buddhist text, and then I'll be reading out of it also. So you're welcome, any religion, you're welcome here, because I want to hear all points of view, and I want your views to be heard too. And so I'm going to leave comments open for people to be able to respond to any content that I'm putting out there. All I'm asking is that you be respectable about it. This particular videos, my theology lessons are my daily meditations that I'm recording and just releasing, because I'm hoping somebody can get something out of it. I just want people to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So just please find some hope. Find some hope. Find some hope. And I know it's got to be discouraging. I'm very blessed, I'm very blessed. But I want everybody to be blessed. Unfortunately, I know people are really suffering, and that grieves my spirit. It does. And you people of power that are allowing this to happen to these poor people, accountability is going to be on you for this. The accountability is going to be on you for this. Because it's your fault. It's your fault. Because you allow this kind of stuff to go on. And then you fund situations that encourage people being hurt. And there's accountability for that. There's accountability for that. What's going on is wrong. People are being hurt. Do you realize people are being hurt? What if it was you being chased down in the streets? How would you think you would feel? You think you're a buffer because you have all of this and that? How would you feel? Put yourself in that position. How would you feel? Just think about that. There are some of us that feel like we're hunted down in the street like that. And intimidated. Everybody has an accountability. And everybody has a day. Never forget that. I'm with God and the heavenly host. And they brought me out here, which is something that I didn't want to do, really. But I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I did it. And I just hope that I can reach someone, at least one person. I'm going one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time. Because I have that much determination in anything that I do. And I believe we can find peace. And I believe there will be peace. And I believe people will be held accountable. And I believe that the world will change. And I believe that we will usher in love and peace. I do believe that. And I'm joyous. And I'm thankful. And I'm happy. All of those things. I'm going to be reading out of the Bible today. So it's going to be 2 chapters out of the Bible. Or not 2 chapters, 2 chapters out of the Bible. But they're small. They're small ones, you know. They're small. And the Lord wanted me the next couple of few days to read from Psalms. I have harassers and stalkers and monitors and all that too. And I let them know I see them. They'll follow me all over town. Anyway, I'll just be glad when all this is over with and everybody's held accountable for what they have done to an innocent person and what they've allowed to go on for years with no accountability and allowing an innocent person to be harassed and bullied. I'm just tired of it. And they do this constantly. I'm monitored 24 hours a day, 24/7. Can you imagine that? A private person who's just a humanitarian being monitored 24/7? Behind what? And nobody wants to tell me why? But I'm going to go on. And I'm by myself. I live in a state by myself. I have no family in this state. I'm standing like a soldier by myself. And I'll stand. I will stand. I'm going to stand for God. I'm going to stand for God. I'm one of his warriors, and I'm going to stand with him. I'm going to stand with him. I don't care. I'm not going to let people bully me and think that I'm not going to stand up to them, even if it's by myself. Bullies and bad guys, I'm sick of you. Your reign is over. So I'm going to be reading Psalms 59, verses 1 through 17. And I'm going to be reading Psalms 60, verses 1 through 12. I'm going to try to get through this. I haven't had very long lessons, you know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go on and do what the Heavenly Host want me to do. Deliver me from my enemies, oh my God. I just went straight to this, okay? So I didn't know really what I was getting ready to read, okay? So let me just, also, if you have any comments about these chapters that I'm reading, and any of the verses, feel free to leave me a comment. I really look forward to that. I really do. Deliver me from my enemies, oh my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Yeah, I have enemies for some unknown reason. Lots of them. They're just horrible. They ought to feel like cowards coming up against a 5'1", 3/4 inch, 120-pound woman. You feel real big for yourself for that? I bet you feel real powerful, don't you? You feel real powerful for that, bullies and bad guys? You feel real powerful for that? Coming up a 5'1", 3/4 to 120-pound woman, little shorty. You feel powerful for that? You feel powerful for that? Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. I did not know. I really didn't. I promise you. I just opened it up and I had it sitting there because from yesterday, whenever I read, God opened, led me to that, and so that's where we started. My situation is real. That's why I'm telling it. And it's sad. It's sick. These people should be ashamed for themselves. It's disgraceful. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin. Oh Lord, I'm not doing anything. I haven't dated anybody for over 4 years. 4 years, over 4 years, and then it was when I did try to date somebody. It wasn't for that long. After I saw how they were, no. Few months. I haven't dealt with anybody for over 4 years. I'm not doing anything. Loving God, I was working. I was just retired last year and a half ago, whenever it was. What do you possibly have to monitor me about? Why? That's stupid. It's stupid, and it's making you look bad. It really is. It's gonna make you look really bad to the world, because I'm telling it already. It's horrible. It's a disgrace. People are gonna be looking at folks like, you did that to her? Yeah, they did. Wait till everybody finds out the truth. It's gonna come up, because I'm not gonna rest till I make sure it's revealed what these people have done to me. And they want me to be quiet now that they done messed up. No, I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna tell it. Cause you're crooked. You're crooked. It's horrible. They run and prepare themselves without my fault, awake to help me, and behold, man, this is deep. This is deep. Now, I really did not know this is what the Lord was bringing me to. I did not. Because I've never read the Bible, just page all the way to page. When I went to Bible studies and stuff like that, I would read like verses and chapters and certain assignments that they had assigned, but I never read it cover to cover, so I didn't hit every chapter. But now I'm going to read this whole thing. When I get to this winter, I'm going to read this whole Bible and the Quran, and I'm going to get a Buddhist text, and I'm going to read it word for word. I've been big. I'm learning. I'm learning. And I've always loved God, but I'm learning. This is horrible. Oh, it's horrible. And then I have people, then not only that, but then I have people that I don't even know who they are. Like there's some kind of attachment to me. Let me do a disclaimer right at this point before I move on. Because I need to make it clear to some folks before I move on. Even though this is my theology lesson, this is the best place for me to catch folks. That if anybody's interested in dealing with me in any capacity, I would want somebody to roll up in my driveway. Yeah, only after we've talked on the phone, did video chat, you sent me an email telling me what you want. Don't just roll up, even if you can't find me. Don't just roll up unexpected on me if you haven't done the work and made sure that you have emailed me and send me a phone number so we can talk back and forth. I don't want somebody just pop up on me like that. If there hasn't been any communication, that's not fair to me. Plus, I don't want to deal with somebody in under cloak and dagger circumstances like that. That's too secretive. And it makes me not trust. I wouldn't trust you because you didn't do the work and put in the time. So I'm just letting you know, even if I recognize you, if you pulled up, if you haven't reached out by email to me to give me a phone number so we can talk back and forth like I'm talking, but FaceTime me and we talk back and forth and get to know each other like that. And say, if you don't feel like you can trust me, then you're not the one for me. I'm going to say that. That's a disclaimer. I needed to say that. Now, this is my theology lesson, but I needed to say that for my security. I'm not going to trust you if you just roll up on me. Yeah, you could probably find me. Yeah, you probably can. But don't just roll up on me like that. If you haven't, send me an email and phone number so I know who you are and we can FaceTime. And get to know each other, text back and forth. Other than that, don't. Because I won't answer my door if I'm here. And another thing is, I'm in a state I'm not from. My families are states away. I'm not always here. I'm going to just tell you that. I'm not always here, so you can't, and I don't tell people my business. The only reason why I'm saying it now is for as a disclaimer. When I leave, I just leave. I don't tell people. People can't assume that I'm here because I might not be. When I leave, I just leave. So I don't want people just rolling. I want somebody that's gonna pull up in my driveway after they done the work. Not until. I'm not even gonna consider you. I'm not even gonna consider anybody that doesn't do that. I will not. I don't care if you rolled up in here or not, and I knew who you were. I would just know, because I wouldn't trust you. I'd feel like you're hiding something because you didn't do the work. Simple as that. Now, thou therefore, O Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor. Selah. Now this is the Bible talking about Selah. They return at evening. They make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouths swords. They belch out with their mouth. Swords are in their lips. For who say they doth hear? Yeah, just slandering me, I believe. Something. They did something. Somebody did something. I believe it's one person. If it's that one person, they just mad because they a rotten soul. I don't want to be in those third party situations with anybody. I don't want to be nastiness like that. I'm not going to be around it. Lying demon. I refuse to be caught up in third party situations. Do not come to me, toward me, anywhere around me, if that's what your situation is. Do not. If you know you're not really single and you haven't done the work, don't come toward me. Don't. Because I don't want any kind of associations with people like that. It's too much problems. Plus, it's nasty. And that's not the kind of a situation that I want for myself. If a person can't be for me only, then you ain't the one. So don't even bother. Don't waste our time. I can stay single. I'm perfectly okay with myself because I'm waiting on God. I'm not waiting on anybody else but God. And they're going to let me know yay or nay. I'm not desperate. I don't care if you have money or if you don't. First of all, if you don't have yourself together, if you're not stable, then I'm not going to even deal with you. You got to at least be stable. You can build from there. But if you're not grounded and stable, don't even bother. Don't even bother. If you're not balanced, don't even bother. And you know if you're not. Don't even come to me like that. If you're not a balanced person, because I'm not going to cope with anybody like that. But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Derision. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. Derision. Derision. I'm going to have to look it up. And I mean that. I mean that. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee. Oh, for God is my defense. That's why I walk around here, and that's why I say what I'm going to say. Because guess what? I have the Heavenly Father and the Heavenly Host with me. If I'm too, joyous, and right now I'm not joyous, but but if I'm happy, and if I appear to be too much, then I'm not your one. I'm not for you. I'm not the one for you. I'm not the one for you. I'm not. If you don't have the faith to believe in your own intuition and what it's telling you, then I'm not the one for you. Because I'm not going to carrot myself down for you. I'm going to be I am feminine, but I'm also a lion. Sometimes. For the right reason. That's only when it's necessary. But I can be a lamb when it's necessary. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. That's weird, you know. These are songs that the Psalms of David are songs. You know, David was a musician too. For the sin of their mouth and their words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Yeah, people have just, these people have done so much to me, and it's just everybody knows what they've done, what's going on but me. Isn't that odd? Everybody knows what's going on but me. How weird is that? You think I'm not going to come for y'all? With every breath I have left in me, I'm taking one step at a time to find you and get my justice for what everybody did to me. And I have God on my side, so I don't do anything to lose when I set my mind to it. Nothing, not a thing. And I say that, I mean it, and I say it boldly. Because it's for righteousness. I already put my stuff out there, so it doesn't even matter. It's everybody else's turn now. Let's see what you got in your closet you're hiding. Because I've been isolated for 4 years. I've been isolated for 4 years. The people that come over here, they help me. I have a friend, a male friend that comes over here and checks on me. My family comes and check on me. My male family. I've been isolated for 4 years. This fall, going into the 4th year. I don't know. I don't understand people. You know, I don't know what the heck people, I don't know. I can't wait to rip people to shreds for what they did. I'm honest. I'm one of the most honest people anybody's going to ever meet. I have never had a problem passing clearances. Never. But I do love God, and I'm a warrior for him. And I have devoted most of my career for helping poor people, and helping not just the poor, the rich people too. You too, when I worked in a certain branch of the government where we do help people every year. I'm going to say it that way. I helped some of you too. I was trying to make sure things was fair with your documents. I have helped close to $1 million. Very close or more, easily. But people treat me like I'm trash. We're going to see who the trash is before it's over with. Consume them in wrath. consume them, that they may not be. And let them know that God ruleth in Jacob unto the end of the earth. Selah. And at evening let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go around about the city. Yeah, that's how they're going to be sounding around here. Real soon. Real soon. If they don't think my Father isn't coming down off of his throne to walk and find out what's going on here where I'm at, you better think about it. You better best think about it. RH negative, baby. I love God. Let them wander up. One, baby. Let them wander up and down for me, and grudge if they be not satisfied. But I will sing of thy power, yea, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. God is the only thing that's been protecting me. That's the only thing that's been protecting me. I've been standing alone. I've been single since the 90s. I've dated people, yes, I have. Did it last? No, they didn't. I haven't dated anybody for 4 years. And like I said, that didn't last longer. For people to treat me like I don't know what I don't understand it. I mind my own business. I went to work and I come home. I go to the park or the store. The Heavenly Host told me I can deal with Psalms 60 tomorrow because I made this long. I don't want to go over. I'm going to deal with this one tomorrow. This is horrible. The whole world have treated me like I am just trash on this earth. And it's just so discouraging. You know, like I'm some kind of thing or something like that. I take dibs on that. No, I take dibs. What about me? What? I don't have no choice, no options. I can't just make a decision for myself. It's like people running around putting a tag, and I'm gonna just put me on a shelf, looking at me and just locking me up, like they own me or something like that. It's sick. I'm like, what the world is going on? People are crazy. I'm doing the same thing right now that I always do. I'm the same person. The only difference is I'm not working for anybody. And I can spend more time on the things that I love, which is theology. So I'm going to become a student of theology. With all my faults. I can devote time to that. My passion. That's my passion. And I want to help people. So I'm going to develop opportunities so that I can be able to give back. And help poor people that need it. But I'm not out there like that. So I don't know where these people coming up with all these I don't understand all this attention. I needed to grow my business, but I'm talking about the harassment and the stalking and the whatever they did, the lies and the deceit. I got documents on this. This is real. That's what I'm saying. I don't bother anybody. So what in the heck would people want to do me like that for? It's stupid. And people are going to look real stupid. Well, for what they allowed to go on. And then for so long like they're doing. Oh, my goodness. This should have been over with over a year and a half ago. This should have been over with over a year and a half ago, at least. There's some miserable souls out here. It's sick. I'm not even out there like that. That's why I made the reference about my future husband. When he comes, he's gonna have to drive in the driveway. Yeah, he's gonna have to drive in the driveway because you ain't gonna find how you gonna. But after they have made contact with me, email me, phone numbers. You don't just roll up on me like that. Don't roll. You ain't that powerful to just roll up on me and think, oh yeah, because you. Don't be that arrogant. Because I can't, money, I've been around all of that. So that, people with all of that. I'm poor, yeah. I grew up, blue collar family. But money doesn't rule me. There old loudmouth goes. That just burns me up. They get right there with that bull crap. Anyway. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense and the God of my mercy. Yes, he is. God is my defense, and that's all I have. And I'm just so sick of people with their nonsense, acting like I'm off balance. No, you are off balance. Y'all are off balance. You find your balance. This is my theology lesson, and I'm releasing it because maybe somebody can get something out of it. Just, people find some sort of balance in your lives, Stop being illogical. Stop assuming things. Don't do that to people, whatever you do. That's the worst thing anybody could do to somebody is to assume something about them. You just see them in passing. You just see a picture of them. You just see a video on the internet. You just see a picture. Oh, they're that way. You don't know until you get to know somebody. So just come back to having common sense. Please. It's too much. There's just too much distance between people now. We've allowed the internet to destroy personal interactions with people. That people haven't developed their interpersonal skills. People haven't developed their interpersonal skills. It's just like whatever, cloak and dagger stuff, words, using words to try. And that's okay if this was a spy movie. But for me, people got to be direct, and if they can't be direct, then they're not the kind of people I want to deal with. If I seem that untrustworthy that you got to do all this secretive stuff, then I'm not the one to do business or for anything personal. If you don't believe, if you don't have that much, don't. If you don't trust that when you communicate with me that your stuff is going to be private, don't even bother communicate with me. I've had clearances. Privacy. I've had to deal with privacy all my career. So I understand, but I want privacy too. This goes both ways. And I don't like communicating openly like this with people because this is the only option I feel like I have right now because people are doing too much. But all I've asked you to do, if you want to get into a hold of me, instead of doing all this other extra stuff, just send an email with your number and tell me who you are. It's that simple. And I know for some people, you're going to be, what is this about? Well, the people that understand know, what it's about. Listen, I'm going to fight for justice for everybody, for especially the poor people. I'm a poor person, and I devoted my career, and I'm going to continue to devote my career to giving back to humanity and encouraging people to seek peace and love, happiness and joy, and, stand up for your rights, though. If you don't stand up for your rights, we won't have any. One person can't do it by themselves. Stand up. Don't just let me be out here standing alone. Stand up for your rights, people. The bad guys and the bullies are taking over, and they think it's okay, and it's not. I stand for love and peace. Not war. Love and peace. Not war. Remember, smile this day anyway, and reach out to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, okay?